to get steady just by the corners of Yasnaya, but as I do say that, we do have company with them as it's A1 Esports. It's going to
Ooh.
be right opposite. So it's going to be an opponent that they've been very familiar with. So it's not going to be too high of a concern. But definitely these kind of contests are going to be a little bit tough to navigate around as we're already looking at shots coming in from Sleepy
Ooh.
as they are charging forward towards A1 Esports.
Well, yeah, this is not the first time this altercation happened between these two teams. I mean, we've got A1 and Hora Esports, and Hora being aggressive. I mean, they are on the offense side, and Sinister doing an incredible job, defending that building. But for now, I think he was able to receive a massive damage coming from Hora Esports, currently knocked down on the ground here. So I do wonder what the rest of A1 is going to do in this situation. I mean, there's also a need for Hora Esports to reset, to recuperate in the situation, but No Fear will definitely buy some time, for the rest of Hora Esports. Now that he is charging all alone, man, he was able to put down Rowdy. Was that Rowdy? Oh, 2 players? Wow.
Wow, it is just so quickly as No Fear just pushes right through, but eventually he got caught in return because he was just pushing all alone. Hitman so far doing a lot of great work. He landed that grenade to halt that push coming in from the entirety of Horror Esports, and that bought a little bit more time and space for the rest of A1 to work this one out. Segregated on multiple levels of the floor right now. It's going to be Sleepy that takes just a little bit of a charge on the outskirts as he's waiting for some of all these footsteps. It's going to be Jingle that finds Rowdy, and Deathstorm is the next one to fall. A1 Esports, they just crumble as the rest of these members are slowly weirded down. It's all up to Sinister and Hitman right now.
Great kill from Jiggle. Nice teamwork and execution coming from Hora Esports. I mean, we almost thought that, it's not going to be possible for Hora Esports to kind of eliminate the rest of A1 since 2 of their players actually got shut down when they were crossing the road. But here we go. I think another team wants to join into the mix here. So let's see what's going to happen as Sinister is already backed in the corner here and being pursued by the boys of Hora. But this is the chance for Team Flash to kind of score some points as well from Hora Esports. Can they defend this building right here up against Team Flash?
We absolutely forgot that Team Flash have always dropped inside of Yasnaya, and finally they make their way into the city, and just like that, they're dropping nades after nades up upon these members of Hora Esports, who's currently boxed in. Jiggle needs to go in for a little bit of a reset as well, so Sylvia has been able to pick him up. But Bose, as well as Zeus, they're definitely on the push together with a new member along the side of Team Flash, and that's going to be Win. This is going to be the first time that we're seeing him in action, so I want to see what does he offer to the table, and I can't wait to see Team Flash versus 4MV because we will have 2 tops fighting against each other.
Okay, Sky no longer part of the equation here, so there's just 3 players for Hora Esports, but I feel like it's still doable. They're perfectly positioned right now. That is a great shot coming from Sleepy, but not enough damage just yet to take anyone down. So that is some kind of warning shot, coming from Hora Esports to take easy for the side of Team Flash. Do not be reckless at this point because one mistake can be costly at this point in the match.
Indeed, it will be as they're slowly navigating their way onto this push. It has been halted as they give a little room to respect towards Hora Esports, who still has 3 members with them. Gonna be a tough case to crack, and you saw immediately when Team Flash was charging right through, they have already thrown almost every single utilities that they have. So no more frag grenades. It's just gonna be a little bit of a standstill unless somebody has, the kind of right setup to be able to clear out. Bose does have a S12K, so if there's anybody out there, he should be the one leading the charge, and the blue zone is already here. And they got to make their way onto the course of Georgia Pole, but they can't go just yet because none of them have vehicles, and leaving right now would be a threat coming from either side of the party who's going to be waiting inside of the building.
Yeah, this could also be detrimental for both of the teams here. I mean, since they don't have that much resources just yet, because it was like a battle right off the bat here, especially for Hora Esports. I mean, Team Flash, they've had a little time, to go through and pillage those buildings to get some maybe ammos and like stage one. It's not that. It's not that bad just yet. But anyway, here comes the attack now coming from Team Flash. And 5 elimination points now for Hora Esports. That was an early elimination for both A1 and Team Flash. But the good thing is, okay, they're still alive. There's still a chance for them to get to the latter stages of the game.
That saves the day. And here comes No Fear.
Oh, yeah. The fight doesn't stop here, ladies and gents. But, okay, I was looking for the backup. Okay, so Vampire Esports, after what they did to D-Saver, now they're experiencing it as well. Tony K, he doesn't have anyone to back him up. And so Hora Esports, of course, is taking advantage of that one. But before they exited the game, they were able to put up 8 elimination points and 4 for D-Saver here, ladies and gents. From that exchange, we've got 2 players knocked down on the ground, which paves the way for D plus Kia to crash the compound, but No Fear was able to put a stop to that track.
Everybody wants a piece of this land, and it seems like this battle will be never ending. No Fear just holding down the line up against Fabian. Then Fabian, he goes in for the exchange and successfully takes him down. That's not over quite yet. The rest of No Fear's company will definitely respond as Hora drops in big bangs of an aid. And just like that, slowly singling out all these targets. Just not enough coming in from Sky. Now it's down to Chip, and he does pin down one member, and that is Sky. 1v1. Slippy versus Chips. He's going to be able to take this one. Damage being done all with the DBS. Going for a reroll, and he sees this opportunity to go in for a push. Not quite enough coming from Chips. It's coming pretty close, but no secret just yet. Here comes the swing coming for the F4, and they will seal the deal. Hora Esports and the Purple Hearts dominate.
They're about to dance it off up against this last remaining player of LGD, which is Tian, of course, over to the east side of the map here. We can see Tian just did a massive spray up against Jiggle, who is on the other side of the road, but he is already...
Compounds as it's still part of its own. Meanwhile, want to single out these targets coming in from Hora Esports, and it is not looking too crystal clear for this meantime. So really down to if whether or not Global Fear can actually find a little bit more of that opening, and Federalis spots the rest of Hora Esports on the push onto this current compound. So they are taking the fight to the Red Aliens.
Yeah, I mean, they had no choice but to push this compound. They don't really have that much option, but Bigetron, of course, already anticipated that one. They're prepared. They got into position here, and now we're looking at, of course, the last 2 teams remaining, which is for GD. Of RRQ, I don't know, but Alter Ego Air seems to have been exposed to a lot of gamma rays because they're hulking out right now.
Yeah, there's just so many teams fighting for that spot, and here comes the rest of Hora Esports charging right through, and just like that, it is going to be Jiggle that secures it. This is too overwhelming for the rest of Alter Ego. They were on the spot on the hill trying to challenge our RQ, which you saw. RQ have better defensive cover to actually work around with. Bowder now trying to actually force his way around, and he knows he needs the force that has. It's just going to be do or die, and I guess that's where Alter Ego crumbles.
Yeah, it was a great position from Hora Esports. Major backstab that happened up against Alter Ego Errors. I mean, they were so eager to put down the boys of RQ that they forgot they're a little exposed over to the backside, and Hora Esports just capitalized on that information, and now they're challenging up the remaining boys of RQ here. Noka just received a lot of damage from that nade, but 2 of the boys of RQ slowly went back to that compound, and now I feel like they're evenly spread out in that particular spot, which will make it a little hard, for the boys of Hora Esports to penetrate that said compound. But you know what? ASI-8 is monitoring the situation, lurking within proximity, and might decide eventually to kind of push that compound where RQ is currently staying at.
Still a little bit risky. I mean, that leaves them absolutely exposed to the gunfire of RQ as well. So I think it's best that they leave them be and just hugged by these creases of the hillside. Meanwhile, it's going to be another long tack coming in from Sky. also being reciprocated in kind as well, where ASI8, they are lurking over onto the back end. They take that proper position where RRQ were displaying, while RQ falls back into the compounds. That to be the center of the zone, which is why RQ has made those early advancements to be able to pick themselves that spot. Now, we're definitely going to see whether or not Ken Huzaifa as well as Casanova pry this one open. If they get a knock or two, we'll see that percent coming in from ASIA.
Number advantage goes to Hora Esports. I think that would be the first thing to happen is a battle between Team Flash and the Purple Hearts. And now we can see Sleepy. He has a great vantage point. He is looking over Team Flash. Bows is popping off those smokes to conceal their location, their position as well. But they're, again, Hora Esports is spread out. You know, they have the best position so far, hence getting the upper hand advantage. Now, Jiggle is trying to jump up and down here. Just wish that he doesn't overextend himself because, yeah, I mean, there you go. Okay, I spoke too soon again, Contra.
Well, Team Flash, they're having very little defensive coverage, and this is where they trade right back. Sky trying to retaliate with a grenade of his own. Took them a while, but look at Bose. He's about to also join in the party. While Zeus gets naded, this is that golden opportunity for Hora Esports to just crush them right now.
Oh, yeah, that was the essential knock that Hora Esports has been looking for. But Win, again, very effective counter. What a way to answer Hora Esports back. Now Win with a DBS. Oh, this is going to do good with a CQC. Now let's see. The back and forth dance-off is still happening between these two teams. No Fear just went in for the charge. Was able to get one, but unfortunately Win responded again with an effective shot. And there you go. Ladies and gents, Hora Esports just got eliminated by the boys of the Purple Hearts.
That's right, and just like that, off the bat, already hitting the mark. Wow, swiftly done by Sleepy, wasting no time to secure the first blood. And
again, more of Alter Ego errors with nothing but a handgun. Was able to pull off a kill there. Now Jiggle is trying to go back and forth, swinging to the sides. Trying to put down a player from JD, but he's having a hard time though. Now we've got Thunder Talk Gaming on the screen right now, having an altercation with the Team Secret. We've got a Bison doing its job.
Really working really hard to bring us every single angle of all these fights where we pop from one fight to another. Where look at Thunder Talk still getting it done, but it's not quite enough. The revives went through, and it's Team Secret that wins out the trade at the end of the line.
All right, here we go. No Fear, cooking up that nade, getting ready to throw at JD Gaming. Again, Lone Wolf, ladies and gents, went in for the fire, but not hitting his target just yet. But you know what? For the Hora Esports, even though they have the upper hand advantage up against JD, they already have 2 casualties here. So even if they win the battle, the big question here right now, Contra, would be, can they still win the war?
It's a really tough answer to culminate right now, as it's really down to this final member of JDG to just play by the washroom, it seems. Jiggle knows he's there. It's just that to swing that angle is not going to be an easy task, especially it's going to be an 8 km at the ready. While they are sending those nades, they try to confirm it, but quick run. Quick thinking as well coming from the member of JDG to try to go in for a big wraparound as he tried to pull back. Barely enough health. He's still got an AUG to perhaps cause a bend towards this side of Hora Esports. So far, damage being done, and that is just about enough. That's a kill from the crossbow. Also sharing the same amount with Farmeckle Vibes.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, okay, so for now we've got 4MV, RQ, BTR, D Savior moving up ranks here and just improving in the overall rankings. Sports Team Flash, okay, it's not a bad performance at all, but you know, during the last few matches, they kind of slowed down, I feel, so that resulted to them moving down ranks, but it is okay. Again, this is just